electronics player is continuing to surprise to the upside, as we are seeing they are releasing their college football 25 now set for July 19th, their first time in almost a decade, I think more than a decade now. College football 2025 release, they highlighted this is the largest pure play video game publisher. It reaches around 700 million gamers across key franchises, but while overall the expectations are equally elevated, there is still, like, right now only pre-order data. They need actual numbers, which I always think is like great point to make, is that we don't actually know the true demand because this game obviously hasn't been released yet. But made me excited about college football and just the football season in general.
You want to know where I've been for the past week? I've been in a EA college football K-hole. Having binged the game for about a week now, I think I've got it out of my system? Maybe? With that being said, it's been wonderful having a little bit of a getaway from the political calamity. Unfortunately, I haven't been keeping up with EV news like I should be. With that being said, I believe it's time to get back to business as usual. TSLA is up in the pre-market almost 1.5%, currently sitting at 242.60. For the week, TSLA's been down 7.5%. I really have not been worried about anything besides recruiting players in college football. Yowza! For the month still, the stock is up over 30%. Year to date, the stock is down almost 3%. It's been a wild ride for TSLA, and something tells me it's about to get even wilder. Trump pours cold water on industry. Tesla falls ahead of earnings week. Ford stepped back in EV plans and more. Biggest EV stories of the week. Electric vehicle stocks fell across the board, with the decline mostly due to the broader market pullback this week. Tesla extended its weekly declines ahead of next week's earnings release. Can't wait to see what that's going to be all about. Here's a rundown on what happened in the EV space during the week. The not-so-successful price-cutting strategy has been discontinued, at least for now, with Tesla announcing $2,000 price increases for all variants of the Model S and X EVs in the US this week. Tesla influencer Sawyer Merritt reported that Tesla has begun offering a loan rate of 1.99 APR for all new Model Y finance orders in the US. Expect there to be turbulence when it comes to Tesla's pricing with various different models. Model S, Model X, I expected that they were at their lowest price point possible. I am not surprised to see their prices rise, and it would appear this lower APR is getting butts in seats. It would take quite some time to get back down to a 2% APR. Kudos to Tesla for getting out in front of that and getting the butts in seats. Tesla Energy, which is supposed to be one of the most promising segments, announced this week it has committed an additional 15.3 gigawatt hour of megapacks to Intersect Power. The agreement adds to Intersect's 2.4 gigawatts of megapacks under operation or construction, including 966 megawatts at 3 Texas sites, set to move from concept to commission within 12 months. After Hurricane Beryl, not a moment too soon. Trump's EV stance. Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump dealt a blow to the EV industry by announcing at the party's national convention this week that he will end the electrical vehicle mandate on day one. The move, according to the former president, will save the US auto industry from complete obliteration and saves US consumers thousands and thousands of dollars per car. To that I would say maybe in the short term, but let's be honest. If your vehicle isn't electric and autonomous in the next decade, you're probably not doing it right. Whether it be the IRA or emission standards, our legacy auto manufacturers need to get into this boat if they plan to survive the decade. Otherwise, it'll be Tesla and a slew of Chinese auto manufacturers dominating the roads, leaving the likes of Toyota, Honda, and yes, GM and Ford in the lurch. Speaking of which, Ford struggles with EV transition. Legacy automaker Ford said it would repurpose the Oakville, Ontario plant it had set aside to make EVs to build its ICE F-Series Super Duty pickup truck. Promises. The company sees the assembly providing 1,800 Canadian jobs, 400 more than would have initially been needed to produce the 3-row electric vehicle. On top of delaying the vehicle that you need to be putting out there, you're adding more jobs and costs to the fire? It would appear that Ford just can't get right. BYD's Vietnam expansion. Chinese EV startup BYD said it plans to aggressively expand its dealership network in Vietnam. Isn't that where VinFast hails from? Sure, favorable EV policies that will help accelerate these legacy auto manufacturers to an EV future would be nice, but it has no bearing on how successful Tesla will or won't be. It really is inevitable. Take away the IRA, roll back the emission standards back to the 70s, and Tesla will still dominate the US auto market in a decade's time. Question is, what other vehicles will you be seeing on the roads with them? President Biden has bowed out of re-election, and probably for the best. But like I said before, it's not about the President of the United States. Very important job, don't get me wrong. But it's who these men choose to surround themselves that I'm more focused on. Having experienced Trump in 2016, I just know there's going to be a carousel of dummies rolling in and out of the executive branch. Forgive me if I'm not so eager to put that back in office. But don't get it twisted. No one elected in November is going to improve my situation. I'm going to have to do that myself. Despite what many people would have you believe, there is no political savior putting on their cape to come save you. And that's it for the EV news last week today. I've missed a lot, but I'm back. Normally, this is where I would show you some FSD videos, but again, EA college football K-hole, ladies and gentlemen. Not to mention, the FSD video game has yet to receive an update to give me hands-free. I haven't really been motivated to drive the vehicle. Although, yesterday, I did spend some time with my father on his birthday. I drove over 125 miles on FSD. There and back, of course. The only disengagements of any kind were those surrounded by construction. But our AI student driver FSD supervised 12.3.6 handled everything admirably, with the exception of a few errors here and there. On X, Elon has hinted that many of the users will be skipping 12.4 and going straight to 12.5. Regardless, I need to get back out there and see the world through FSD's eyes. As a matter of fact, I think I'll be doing that right now. That's all I've got for you today. Be easy. Peace.